our main event of the evening here at HOG Waging War. It is for the House of Glory World Championship. And this man right here, making his House of Glory debut, his very first match since leaving WWE after spending 8.5 years of his career there, back on the independent seed. And he wanted to make it happen right here in House of Glory. This is his first independent match, if you can believe it, since the Battle of Los Angeles in 2016. And being a pro wrestler has been a dream of his since he could form memories as a small child. Tonight he has the opportunity of a lifetime, because Mike Santana has been, frankly, on the greatest run that I have ever seen. The longest reigning HOG World Champion of all time. This is not going to be easy for Cedric Alexander today.
Well, Cedric Alexander was one of the most highly regarded independent wrestling stars in the world. Came to WWE, had incredibly impressive showings in the Cruiserweight Classic. Who can forget that instant classic against Kota Ibushi?
Right, Golden Star.
Was one of the stars of the WWE Cruiserweight division, and then somehow faded into obscurity, was not given the opportunities that perhaps Cedric Alexander deserved in WWE.
Well,
and now Cedric Alexander has an opportunity to revitalize his career. A win over Mike Santana for the HOG World title would do more than that.
You use the word deserve. Mike Santana, he doesn't believe he deserves anything. He goes out there and he works for it. He fights for it. He was born nasty. And as I said before, he stands before us now, the longest reigning HOG World Champion of all time at 525 days. Does he have a chip on his shoulder? Perhaps. Can he back it up in the ring? You bet your ass he can. 2024, said it was the most rewarding year of his career. He gambled on himself, and it was a gamble that paid off. There was no backup. There was no plan B for Mike Santana. That success has continued into 2025. But does it hit a roadblock tonight against that man in Cedric Alexander? We're about to find out.
Think about the incredible title defenses we've seen from Mike Santana during this run.
And we'll go through those in just a moment. Let's go to Sam Latourneau.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the HOG Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, hailing from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds. He is Prime Cedric Alexander. And his opponent, hailing from the Bronx, New York, weighing in at 230 pounds, he is your reigning, defending HOG Heavyweight Champion, Born Nasty, Mike Santana.
He can be as nasty as they come. Case in point, I think that speaks for itself.
Can be as crude as they come as well.
Well, whatever it takes. Went to a no contest against Konosuke Takeshita in our last event after interference from Charles Mason. Landed that spin the block, had the match won when Mason ran in, and he's cashing in that Matt Travis contract. Mason, by the way, is still in the building.
He can strike at any time, can Charles Mason.
You mentioned before all of the successful title defenses this man has had on his resume, and it's just a who's who. A 30-minute war with Kenta, Ricky Starks, Penta, Dijak, Amazing Red, Steve Macklin, Josh Alexander, Alex Shelley, Psycho Clown, Matt Riddle, who we just saw, and Masato Tanaka. Is Cedric Alexander going to go on the mantle with the rest of them after tonight? Alexander looking for that handshake. Get a little respect here at the beginning of this match. Yes, we are. This is going to be great. Opportunity here for Cedric Alexander to remind people of who the hell he is.
And just tied up like two bulls. Santana demonstrating his technical acumen there.
Sizing him up, gonna do the same.
Tight to the floor. Looking to tie up that arm with Cedric Alexander, but Mike Santana blocked it.
Santana also coming off a big win over a Chicago native in Mustafa Ali at the TNA Rebellion pay-per-view. This man works harder than anybody I know in this business right now. Whether it's HOG or anywhere else, you just wonder, you worry, is he spreading himself too thin? Is the bottom going to fall out for Mike Santana?
How many absolutely grueling title defenses can a champion go through before he's worn down? And someone slips through the cracks and wins that championship.
Headbutt takeover there by Santana. Alexander, stroke at midnight the other night, became a three-man. WWE Cruiserweight Champion, also a member of the Hurt Business with Shelton Benjamin, not Benjamin Shelton. Alexander has the champion in a compromising position right now. Santana has no place to go.
Head scissors locked in there.
Alexander saying his favorite wrestlers growing up, Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels. It's not a bad group of people to look up to. And honestly, you can see a little bit of each of them, I think, in his in-ring style. He's borrowed a little bit from each. A lot of parallels between these two men who had a ceiling put on what they could do.
Still sizing each other up here. No one has gained an advantage yet in the early moments of this match. Santana's got that side headlock.
Whipping to the ropes. Shoulder tackle by Santana takes Alexander down. Ropes. Alexander with a leapfrog. Nice arm drag. And another one. Crucifix over. Baba, he's strong. Pick out by Cedric.
These men demonstrating that they are extremely evenly matched.
You know, and I was saying before, there are parallels between these two men who had a ceiling put on what they could do.
And Santana got the better of that grappling exchange.
Two men who had people telling them you can't. And I wonder if Cedric is looking at this run that Santana has been on and thinking to himself, you know what, I want to do the same. He could do that at the expense of Mike Santana tonight.
Well, not everyone can. Not everyone can be the champion.
Well, this is Alexander's chance tonight to prove otherwise, that he can be the man.
Fantastic strength now. An especially idiotic member of our audience
Santana just put that person in their place.
All right, forget about these morons.
This crowd has been a rowdy bunch tonight. That's for sure. focused on the task at hand. HOG World Championship on the line. Look at that knee strike by Alexander. Cedric coming off the ropes. Watch out! Launches himself into Santana, immediately back into the ring, which is smart.
Now steps up.
Nice flatliner. Kick out by Santana. He knows he can only win that title in the ring. He cannot win it outside.
Explosion of offense there from Cedric Alexander.
I think Santana was offended by that kick.
Calling Alexander over for a conversation. A knife-edged conversation.
Another look at that flatliner. Looks like it woke Mike Santana up. Santana backs him into the corner. Vicious chop to the chest. And Alexander says, thank you.
That one was in the face.
I think I'll reciprocate. Irish whip into the far side. In comes Alexander. And a drop kick right to the side of the head. That was full force.
And the champion is hurt right now.
That'll rupture an eardrum.
Cedric Alexander taking the advantage here in this HOG Heavyweight Championship contest.
You know, Alexander, as athletic as he is, you would never know that he spent much of his younger years watching wrestling and anime. He had no sports background whatsoever. It all just seems to come naturally to him. Did you watch any anime as a kid, though? Do you even know what anime is?
Look, I gave up cartoons in the womb, all right?
In the womb.
In the womb.
I see.
I would kick every time they came on. I've been told.
Shane admonishing Alexander here. He's getting a little vicious here with Santana. Santana getting vicious right back. This is getting violent now. Listen to that. Wow. Nice kick right to the back of the head. Maybe the shoulder blade. And again, Santana is down in the corner. Not the place to be.
Alexander having to clear the cobwebs a little bit as well after taking some hard shots to the head.
Alexander, nice snap suplex there. And a kick out by Santana.
Almost a low jackhammer there by Alexander.
See him beat people with that lumbar check. Have to imagine Santana has it scouted. Chop right to the throat.
Alexander controlling the pace of this match.
Santana with a leapfrog. And a nice front face drop kick. He's not slowing down. Santana with a dive into the barricade. Santana is not afraid to launch himself.
Uranagi, oh, and a high senton.
Standing senton, and Alexander kicks out. Starting to take its toll on Santana. I mean, again, you look at that list that I just read before, all those names. It's like a murderer's row. And you just wonder if anybody can stop this man. He's just been so dominant as the champion. With another knife-edge chop. Maybe not quite as much on it as he had earlier. You know, you wonder if it might come down to who has the bigger gas tank.
Oh, Santana seems annoyed with Cedric Alexander's attempts to keep him down.
Santana with a backbreaker across the knee. Lateral press, didn't hook the leg.
And now it is Santana controlling the pace. Santana wrestling the match that he wants to wrestle here against Cedric Alexander.
He's done this dance before. Alexander says, thank you, sir. May I have another? He wants more.
sometimes as a competitor, you need a certain amount of punishment in order to feel the momentum, in order to feel the adrenaline that it takes to win the match.
Now has slowed down the pace. Working his pace. Another vicious chop. Wearing him out. Irish whip to the far side. Santana in, eats a foot to the face. Kick to the back of the head. There's a thrust kick. Down goes Mike Santana.
Alexander has an opening here. Scaling to the top turnbuckle, but
took too long. Santana's gonna follow him up. Maybe a superplex. Not if Cedric has anything to say about it. Santana goes down, rolls through. Santana back up.
Santana able.
And the superplex by Mike Santana.
Santana able to gather such energy from those back rolls. It's one of his most underrated, underappreciated maneuvers.
Well, we've seen him use that rolling buck 50, that reverse roll into the cutter. You know, he's got those signature moves that'll put you down in a heartbeat. As we take another look, what we just saw, both men back up here on live action. Here comes Alexander, foot to the face. There's that superplex. It's a live action. Alexander now. Santana into the corner. And a vicious clothesline by Mike Santana. Almost took his head off.
Looks like Mike Santana has had enough of Cedric Alexander.
What did you say? He was annoyed by him?
Trying to squash a mosquito.
Alexander ducks. Goes behind. Be that rolling buck 50. There it is! Into the cutter. Could be setting up. Santana's got him up. There's that F5. Cover.
That'd be enough.
And Alexander at the last second gets that shoulder up. Santana has just about exhausted every possible maneuver here from his arsenal, except that spin the block. We haven't seen him go for that yet. He's won most of his matches with it. Are we going to see it, that discus lariat?
Santana won a powerbomb.
And Alexander knew it was coming.
Alexander dropping to his knees, perhaps the only defense he could muster at this point. Alexander's in serious trouble.
There's that powerbomb. No, Cedric counters.
There's an opening.
Scoops him up. Michinoku driver.
Oh, extremely close. That might have been the best chance Cedric Alexander had to win this match.
I mean, it's a game of inches with these two, back and forth. This has been a war here, very appropriate at Waging War. As we take another look at that driver. Folded him up, but Santana had just enough to kick out. Alexander just pulled his wrist tape off.
One more high impact maneuver from either man could spell the end of this.
Yeah, Kawada kicks. Chopping the soul out of this man. Santana off the ropes. Cedric duck under. Sets him up. Powerbomb.
Ooh, snapped him on his head. And now again, Mike Santana spiked down with the brainbuster.
Oh. He's got the crossface applied.
Alexander with this flurry of offense here. Will it be enough?
He's inching towards the ropes. And Cedric is trying to ground him here, but Santana is struggling towards the ropes. Can he make it?
Alexander shifts around, gave up on that move.
Double underhook.
Angel's wings.
And a kick out by Santana, my goodness. Talk about a war of attrition. You know, they say war is hell, but I'm loving this. This is awesome. Mike Santana, the HOG World Championship, in jeopardy right now.
Alexander's gotta be wondering what bomb can he drop on Mike Santana to win this match and capture the HOG Heavyweight Championship.
Well, now's his chance. He's got to do it now. Whatever it's going to be, Santana says, just bring it. And a kick to the head.
Right to the ear of Santana.
Be a back suplex. Santana, though, counters out of it. Alexander goes for a kick. Nobody home. Well, that worked.
Kick from Alexander, though.
Nice leapfrog by Santana. Catches him.
Oh.
And a kick out again by Cedric. Santana with a leaping cannonball in the corner. And you know, you can tell the frequency is increasing of covers here. Both men desperate to put an end to this, and it just will not work.
Well, neither man can have much left in the tank after this war that we have just
You
witnessed.
saw Santana pounding the mat in frustration. I said it might come down to who has the bigger gas tank. Santana purchased Alexander up on top. Cedric. Maybe his last gasp here.
Another back roll.
Santana comes in.
Alexander able to evade, but he
Wow,
didn't
nice
evade
kick.
that kick.
No, he did not. There's the roll through. Oh, the lumbar check! I don't know if he got all of it, but that was the lumbar check.
But can Alexander take advantage here and cover the champion?
Both men are down.
If Alexander was able to fall on top of Santana,
This would be
after
over.
executing the lumbar check.
Take another look. Roll through, he caught him and boom with the lumbar check, but he can't capitalize. Was that his final chance?
And now, what is left in the champion? What is left in the challenger?
You can tell these men are spent. They're throwing whatever they have left at each other with those forearm shots. Another one there by Santana. Alexander returns fire.
As does Santana.
Back and forth we go.
Now simultaneously striking blows.
And both men with simultaneous boots. Alexander
O'Connor roll.
to the rope, Santana.
Small package. Victory roll reverse.
It got him! Wow! Out of nowhere!
Winner and still HOG Heavyweight Champion, Mike Santana.
And the longest reigning HOG World Champion of all time. His reign continues on.
But it was extremely close. Santana just one step ahead of his challenger here tonight. But how long can Mike Santana remain a step ahead of his challengers for the HOG Heavyweight
That's
Championship?
the question. That is the question. He continues to fight. He takes on all challengers. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter what continent. At some point, it's going to catch up to Mike Santana, but not tonight. And Cedric Alexander obviously despondent, but he's got nothing to be ashamed of here. He put up a hell of a fight. He put up as much of a fight as anybody has against Santana so far.
But you know what else could always catch up to Santana? The root of all evil, Charles Mason.
Well, that is true. I think we may be about to hear Cedric Alexander. Oh, Mike Santana. Warm reception here for Cedric, and rightfully so, from these fans here in Chicago.
Yo, before I start anything, I want to start with this. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for riding with me. It's been a hell of a fucking year, huh? It's been a hell of a year because you guys didn't give up on me, huh? I've done some pretty cool shit. A lot of crazy shit, man, but tonight ain't about me. Tonight is about this man right here. Yo, 8 years is a long time, man. 8 years is a long time because we were both running the same roads together years ago. And I saw you up and down this country, all over the world, killing it. And then you got an opportunity of a lifetime, and you killed it there, huh? But from me to you, I don't want you to look at coming to somewhere like this as a step down, ever. I don't want you to look at something like this in a place like this as going backwards, huh? Because at the end of the day, guys like you, guys like me, and a lot of guys that decided to bet on themselves, we're loyal to professional fucking wrestling. Yeah, places give us opportunities. Places allow us to live dreams and travel the world and wrestle on TV and have action figures and all that cool bullshit. But guess what? This is the essence right here. This is what we live for right here. So don't you ever forget, it's places like this, people like that, that made us who we are today and allowed us to get to those places. So, from me, from all these people here, from House of Glory, and every company you're gonna go take over, I wanna say welcome fucking back, Cedric Alexander. I was honored and privileged to have your very first match back. And I'll tell you what, the same thing that I tell everybody else that comes back, come back to fucking work. This is where we work, all right? And you did exactly that tonight, so much respect.
Well said by the champion, Mike Santana, paying respect to Cedric Alexander in a hell of a return to the independent scene, and it happened right here tonight in House of Glory. What an incredible night. Ladies and gentlemen, the next time we are live with you on Triller TV. Oh, hold on one second here. Cedric has something to say.
I told myself today I was gonna cry, right? I gotta say this, Thank you.
I've been doing this for 16 years. 16 years I've done nothing else but dedicate my life to the four sides of this screen.
Hell yeah!
And I know I was somewhere else for 8 years and that was fun. I'm able to take care of my family, buy a house and all that good stuff. But I gotta say, for the last 2 years, while I was there, I wasn't happy. I lost myself. I didn't know if I was even good at wrestling anymore. I never lost it. I just had my confidence drained for a little bit, but I just want to say thank you to everyone here. To true independent wrestling fans. True wrestling fans, thank you. Because it literally was not until I found myself back into the independent wrestling space that I felt the love. I felt the appreciation for the time that I spent bleeding, breaking bones, crying, spending time away from my family in this ring just to make a dream come true. And the fact that you all appreciate that made it all work. Thank you very much. So with this being my first night back into a full-time independent wrestling schedule, I hope I didn't let anyone down tonight. I hope I lived up to all your expectations of what a Cedric Alexander match is to be. I promise that every day after I will try to get better than I have been before, to make sure that you walk away knowing that Cedric Alexander is prime and one of the best professional wrestlers in the world today. So, I just want to say thank you, because without your support, there is no me. Without professional wrestling, I don't have a life. I'm dedicated to nothing more than being in this ring. It gave me everything. It gave me a family. It gave me my wife. It gave me my child. It gave me my dogs, my house, my friends. Thank you. Thank you, Pro Wrestling. Thank you, House of Glory. I will be back.
Indeed he will. This will not be the last time we see Cedric Alexander in an HOG ring. The next time that you will see us live on Triller TV, June 7th, Mike Santana's Puerto Rican Weekend, second annual. Get ready at the NYC Arena for Dr. Hillary P. Wisdom.
I'm gonna go ice my neck and then celebrate with the Nouveau Narcissus Angel Jacques.
I am the Commissioner, Jason Solomon, saying so long from Chicago.
HOG.